Looking for the ball back. Garnacho! Yes! Garnacho! Woo! Go on the kid! Woo! Garnacho! Get in there! Yes! Yes! What a kid! What a kid! Go on! What a goal! Ericsson and Garnacho. The kid is a superstar! He's a superstar. So give that kid the number 7 when Ronaldo goes. What a kid. What a talent. What a player. What a finish. Match reaction. And player ratings. Jesus Christ. Manchester United are after getting out of jail here. Let's just get that out there right now. Manchester United have got out of jail here today. We didn't play well today at all. At all. A couple of decent performances, you would have to say. But as a whole, as a team, we just were poor, weren't we? We really were poor. I'm still coming down off of that goal. It's going to be hard to do this match reaction now because I'm still absolutely buzzing and delighted with that. I mean, the kid is just brilliant. Sorry, all the cameras are on him. He's just class. Class. Fucking kid has ice in his veins, boy. Absolute ice in his veins. But, yeah. Where do we go from there? Match reaction. I mean, not a good performance. We were so poor in possession today. It was unbelievable. I thought we defended okay. We didn't do an awful lot wrong in defence. I thought Martinez and Lindelof both defended quite well. I thought Malacia had a horrid time in the first half. Okay, let's start. We'll do the player ratings. Or no, we won't. We'll do just a kind of an overview first. But I thought Malacia had a torrid time in the first half because, Willian is a very experienced winger. And he's nearly an old school winger that likes to stay wide, get to the end line, get his crosses in, little 1-2s, things like that. And he had Malacia's number for the first half. Now, Willian is never really up for a fight. We've seen that down through the years, with Chelsea and with Arsenal and, now with Fulham. But Malacia, stuck in there, I'd have to say. It wasn't his best game, but look, he done the job at right full. Obviously, it's not his right position. Was he average? Was he below? He was probably just below average. I'd probably give him a 5. He wasn't that good first half. Second half, I think the fact him trying to link up, when he is heavily left-footed, I think, hinders him an awful lot. And I think in the first half especially, the likes of Elanga playing in front of him, again, another very inexperienced player, doesn't help when you have two inexperienced players on the one side like that. And Fulham spotted it very early on, and that's where they were sending every attack down the left-hand side. De Gea in the goal, I'd give De Gea a 6. I thought he was, I thought he made some good saves. He could have held a couple of them, but he kept us in the game. Actually, do you know what? A 6 is probably a bit harsh. I'd probably give him a 7 because without him, we probably would have lost that game today. So he gets a 7. Malacia gets a 5. Luke Shaw at left back gets a 6. I think Luke Shaw has probably been our most consistent player over the last maybe 4 or 5 games. We've had players who have played well and played bad. I think Luke Shaw has been a consistent 6 all the time. He really has. 6-7, 6-7. But he gets a 6 again tonight. I'm going to give Lindelof and Martinez 6s as well. Okay, we conceded a goal. And, it was... I'm not even going to say it was against the run of play because it was, Fulham thoroughly deserved to get the equaliser. But I don't think our defence done an awful lot wrong today. I think where we were poorer was in midfield and in the forward lines. And we didn't help our defence out an awful lot because we gave the ball away so much. I thought we kept our shape quite well at the back. Martinez won a lot of headers and a lot of tackles as well. He stepped out and passed out well out into midfield, and so did Lindelof, in fairness to him. We then ended up losing possession in the midfield, which I thought was probably our downfall. In relation to the midfield then, Casemiro done okay. He didn't do anything special. He didn't do anything overly poor. As Graham Souness said, steady Eddie. And that's what he was today. And that's not a dig at him. That's that's just his his job is just to break up play and pass the ball forward. And I thought he done that. So he gets a 6. Eriksen got a goal, nearly got a second goal, and got an assist for Garnacho. So he gets a 7 out for me today. I thought Eriksen was good. Again, he kind of goes in and out of games the last few weeks. He goes through phases of getting on the ball really well, and then he gives it away a couple of times. He didn't give it away an awful lot tonight. I thought Casemiro more so gave the ball away than Eriksen. But, I mean, a goal and an assist from central midfield, 7, absolutely. Bruno was poor tonight. I think he was wasteful, giving the ball away. Again, he goes out on that right-hand side, and obviously I know it doesn't suit him, but even in midfield, I thought he was very, very wasteful in possession. And trying these bloody back heels and flicks when you're in your own half and on the edge of your own box is unexcusable. Bruno gets a 4. I thought he was very, very poor tonight. Our forward line then, Anthony Elanga is just not up to it. He's just not up to it. I know there's certain people in the chat that like him. I just don't think he's good enough for United. I really don't. He was anonymous again today. Didn't create. Didn't get on the end of anything. I just don't think he's good enough. He gets a 4. Rashford on the left. Rashford had a poor enough game today as well, I think. Again, he was wasteful in possession. Didn't hold the ball up well. And when he did get on the ball, he tended to give it away a bit. So he gets a 5. Martial gets an average 6. I thought Martial was probably one of our best players in possession in terms of holding the ball up. And I think that's why Ten Hag likes him in his team and having runners off him. And he done that. He dropped out into midfield quite a bit in the first half and again in the second half. He's only coming back to match fitness. He's not there yet. Obviously, he would like the World Cup not to be coming next week. Obviously, because he's not going, but he would like to continue playing games. I'm sure there's going to be games in the background where he'll get his match fitness back, but he'll just get an average 6 there from me. Players who come on then, in relation to substitution, Scott McTominay, I would give Scott McTominay a 6 when he came on. I don't think he done anything bad. He looked to get on the ball. He looked to get forward and progress the ball when he was on it. So he get a 6 for me. And last but not least, the kid, the superstar. Get that kid signed up to a long-term contract and give him the number 7 jersey because he has the shoulders to carry it. So he does. Garnacho, 100 out of 10. Just unreal. I love him. Every time he gets on the ball, he's so positive. He's running at defenders. And yes, sometimes he runs down, he runs into a dead end, and gets smothered by 3 or 4 players. But I'll take that 4 and 5 times in a row when he can finish the fucking ball the way he done there. Ball out to him by Eriksen, gives it in nice and quick to Eriksen and continues his run and strong enough to hold off the defender. There's a defender right there on his left-hand side and he shoots with his left foot. Now the defender is in a tricky situation because he can't make a tackle or it's a penalty. But Garnacho puts the defender into that situation by getting into that position. The kid is brilliant. And for such a cool, composed finish like that, absolutely unbelievable. So yeah, that's it. And who said 2-1 before the game? This guy right here. So I was 1 off on my team prediction. I thought Garnacho would start ahead of Elanga. I had the rest of it right and I got the score right. So look, who loves you, baby? Let's go through some of the comments here. Oshin says, De Gea 7, Casemiro 7, Martinez 7, Garnacho 9, Bruno 3, McTominay 3, everyone else 5. Yes, fair enough, Oshin. Yeah, absolutely. Get Garnacho in the FPL. Mightn't be a bad shout, Twigs. Imagine how Speed feels. Speed will be buzzing, says Cottle. Getting 3 points isn't for every Manchester team. It's not. It absolutely isn't. Carlos says, squeaky bum time that was. It was, and that's why we love it. Leonardo says, I think Garnacho was picked for the Argentina World Cup squad. The commentator was saying, yep, I think he was. Yep. Cottle says, we were so sloppy. We were. But the one positive I will have around that, as poor as we were in relation to giving away possession and being wasteful and not taking our chances, we are seeing the emergence of a very, very strong mentality within this team to not give up and go to the final whistle all the time. And we're starting to see that. And that's something that all good teams have. Man City have it. Liverpool have it. The Ferguson teams had it down through the years, you know. And this team is starting to build that a little bit. And I'm really, really happy about that. So, performances, no one will remember this performance in 6 weeks' time. But we'll remember Garnacho's goal and getting 3 points in the last minute. So, you know, we have to take the rough with the smooth. We really do. Paul says, really love Garnacho. He's going to be incredible. Aaron says, Garnacho, a solid player. Iron Shadow says, we got extremely lucky tonight. We did. Devil says, Eriksen's vision on the ball is amazing. It is. It's absolutely amazing, I have to say. But yeah, I mean, happy fucking days. I'm going to go for a few pints tonight. I am. But yeah, I mean, look, happy days, guys. Look, we can't be too disappointed. League table is different now compared to when we were last on it. So we're 3 points behind Spurs. 0 goal difference. We really do need to start working on that goal difference. But we go into the World Cup break, not really the halfway stage in the season, because we're only 14 games in, and there's, what have we got? There's 24 games to go. So, you know, a lot of football to play, but we're in a good position. We're 4 points ahead of the Scousers, which is always good. Whether we'll finish ahead of them at the end of the season, I don't know. I do think they're going to come back strong. But top 4, will Newcastle last the pace? That will remain to be seen. There's only so many more times Tottenham Hotspur can get last-minute goals. I know we got a last-minute goal tonight, but, you know, Spurs have I think, have done it the last 4 games in a row. They've scored the winner within the last 5 minutes. So it's going to be interesting to see how... I think we're well within a good shout of this top 4. I really do. We're after putting ourselves in a good position now. Oh, they're showing the goal here again. Oh my God. The kid is fucking unbelievable. I love him. Lovely ball in, and Eriksen with a little weighted pass just into the channel. He said, right kid, you get me a ball. Here's another one for you. Go do the business. And as Andy Gray said, and when he needed a finish, my God, did he give us one. What a finish. The kid is a superstar already. Absolute superstar. And he fucking knows it. That's the thing. He knows he's a superstar. So, I think he has the manager in Erik ten Hag to keep his feet on the ground. To really, really keep his feet on the ground, you know. And if he can do that, continue to improve, get a new set of teeth. His teeth are a bit yellow. Now, I'm not saying I have fucking veneers or anything, but needs a new set of teeth. But look, Ronaldo needed a new set of teeth in 2004. And he eventually got them, you know. So we won't be too worried about that. The kid is going to be a superstar. And it's a Garnacho show again. It really is.